For today we're going to be planting this pear tree. You have 4 varieties on one tree. You have the shinseki, the hosui, the chojuro, and the kosui Asian pear. I guess these sounds like Japanese name. Well, we bought this pear tree for $65 for 4 varieties. If you had bought one pear tree for one variety, it would cost you $55. So it's a $10 surplus that is worth it because we're going to be able to enjoy 4 kinds of pear tree for the next few years. So how do you plant a pear tree? It's quite simple. Basically, you have to dig a hole twice the diameter of the pot. The depth would be equal to the root ball. So let's start digging. There used to be a apple tree here. This is the root of the old apple tree, so we're taking it out with a small saw. We have dug that hole and we want to loosen a little bit the bottom and the sides to help the roots go into them more easily. I would use a fork, some would use the shovel. So loosen the sides. We tried to take the pear tree out of its container, but the soil is not staying together, it's all falling out. So what we'll be doing is that we'll be putting the container in here, cutting it, taking it out, and trying to spread what we can with our hands, with the soil still around the roots, so that we spread out the roots outward. It's going to be fun. We finished planting the pear tree. We had a technical problem, so we lost a lot of the videos of the planting of the pear tree. So I will make a resume. So what happens is that when we tried to take out the pear tree from its container, the soil that was too sandy came off of the root. So we decided to put the container into the hole, cut it, and take it out. But when we did that, the soil came off anyway, the root. So it weakened the pear tree. As you can see, the leaves now are dropping downward. So it will take a little bit of time for the pear tree to recuperate. So basically, when you do plant a fruit tree or any kind of tree, when you do put it in the ground, you should make sure that the top of your root ball is equal to the soil. And when you backfill, you have to make sure that there's no air pocket inside. Because if there is an air pocket, what happens is that the root will dry out and it will give problems to your fruit tree or to your bush. And also, there are some people who say you should not put organic matter like compost or peat moss. Why? Because they say that when the soil is too rich, the new soil is too rich, the roots will tend only to stay in the new soil and not spread out into the existing soil. What I do personally, I put a little bit of compost around the hole and backfill the majority with the existing soil. And some people, and me also, I would put a little bit of compost on top of the soil. And also to finish, you should put also some mulch around your fruit tree and also let it free around the trunk or stem of the fruit tree so that it doesn't catch no fungus diseases. We're now in the hosta garden. We have some blue, some green, some blue, green, and yellow, and some yellow. And we also have shrubs, some purple. This is berberis, and this is acepalmata. So these colors really go well together, and these are really giving the garden lots of colors, lots of shapes for the whole season. And in my bag, we have a Asian pear tree with 5 different kinds of variety. This year, first year of planting, there will be no fruit, but next year, with lots of love, the pear tree will give us lots of fruits. The azalea And the conifer, I think, just love their new homes. And you can see that the cones of the conifer were really red when we planted it some time ago, and now it's turning to lighter red, and eventually will be dry out and become brown. And our painted ferns, they're silver, green, and purple. They just go so well with the yellow and the green of the ornamental grass. We have finished at 90% the Pergolia garden. All the ornamental grass, the perennials, the shrubs, conifers are all planted now. And the rock design is finished. It's really curvy. It's really beautiful. And when you look at it, it's relaxing and really, really peaceful. We still have 10% of the Pergolia garden to accomplish, but that will be in another show. We'll be making 3 miniature water garden, planting 4 different conifers, planting lots of moss, a beautiful dark ornamental grass, and more. So thank you for watching Gardening in My Backyard, and see you next time.